Powered by Virginia Radio.
Why do you care so much about success? Have you figured that out?
I'm just addicted to it.
Storm.
I've been getting money off the music two-way pay now. Got the logo PNG, I drop it any day now. Power by Virginia, power by the beat the wave now. Beat the streets, I send it over, they gon' get it played now. I've been getting money off the music two-way pay now. Got the logo PNG, I drop it any day now. Power by Virginia, power by the beat the wave now. Beat the streets, I send it over, they gon' get it played now. Making hits, gotta keep it 100, and that's word, that's too legit. Ay, need the photography, we callin' big homie rich. Ay, battle rap kings on Fridays, my homies lit. Ay, all you gotta do is hit up loud and book an hour. Streaming service, 8 months and he booking about an hour. He really working 24/7, the money hours. Somebody lurking, never worry about them cause they drowning. I'm really certain we some big dogs don't carry fleas, nigga, please. Don't run off, say what you mean, talk to me. DJ Nas, what's good, my nigga, what's the fee? Sheesh, I'm really rapping off the yeesh. I've been getting money off the music two-way pay now. Got the logo PNG, I drop it any day now. Power by Virginia, power by the beat the wave now. Beat the streets, I send it over, they gon' get it played now. I've been getting money off the music two-way pay now. Got the logo PNG, I drop it any day now. Power by Virginia, power by the beat the wave now. Beat the streets, I send it over, they gon' get it played now. It's phenomenal, 3 years in the making. Loud, put that groundwork in, don't mistake it. Every night of every day is no complaining. Lobby posted at the store when it's raining. We was live in the V, we at the Loud House. Now it's members only, others they fouled out. From the outside they see, they had to find out. When you come around, the energy is loud now. Oh, we shining over here, oh, that what homie said. See that jealousy would have you living on the edge. Got the background on some 3D digital for real, and it's really clear, for real. I've been getting money off the music two-way pay now. Got the logo PNG, I drop it any day now. Power by Virginia, power by the beat the wave now. Beat the streets, I send it over, they gon' get it played now. I've been getting money off the music two-way pay now. Got the logo PNG, I drop it any day now. Power by Virginia, power by the beat the wave now. Beat the streets, I send it over, they gon' get it played now.
Hey y'all, what is up? You are now tuning into the Angel Hour, and we have Lady K here.
Hello,
It's
hello.
Lady K. I know we've been calling her Kenna, but please call her Lady K. That's what she is. So we have her, and it's all about her and what she does and her CBD and THC treats. And so that's what we have today for a giveaway. So if you're calling in for the giveaway, it's caller number 3 and then caller number 4. Caller number 3 and caller number 4, right in the back to back. Boop, boop, boop. Is going to get some THC Nerd.
I don't need you not to introduce the stuff.
Right. That's you do it then.
Yeah, we ain't got there yet.
Oh, we not know?
Okay. But the callers will win today. I'm joking. You're going to get your Nerd Clusters and your Knockout Lemonade, you know. These are infused treats and goodies. You can read into it what it is, but we're not going to announce it because it's not legal everywhere. So
Oh,
hello.
yeah, it's not. Oh, okay. We're not doing that.
Thank you, ma'am.
We're not drug dealers.
No, we're not.
We're just podcasts.
Pod, not pot. We're a podcast.
We're just a podcast. Okay. So we have some interesting topics to talk about. Actually, we're gonna talk about alternative solutions to drugs to pharmaceutical drugs. Actually, we're gonna talk about a shortage. There's a pharmaceutical drug shortage going on with one drug in particular that is used for ADHD and ADD. It's called Adderall, and there's a shortage. Like I'm saying, a shortage there. So that drug and its counterpart, what's it called when you the generic brand is actually on a shortage. That's weird, right? When both of the drugs is on a shortage, but it is, and people are trying to find alternatives to this drug because ADHD is something that a lot of people have, and this is what they use to. Well, no, this is what the doctors subscribe to cope with what they have going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. So these are natural alternatives to that situation. But did you know Adderall was $300 or it's $400? I think.
Yeah, but I just want to say something too. Not just an Adderall. I think across the board we got to be clear too.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical drugs across the board is a quote unquote shortage, and the reason why we're doing the quote unquote shortage is because we know that medicine has went from need bias to profit bias. So there really is not a shortage on the production of these medications or the resources. There's a shortage on the revenue that they're going to get back, because between state insurance, between charity bills and grants, they're not making the profit that they want to make to continue to produce these things, which I personally think is great, because we should not be taking these chemical altered drugs anyway, because
Right.
There is a herb, there is a regimen, there is a vitamin out there that can treat any disability, any illness, or any imbalance in our bodies. Just to be absolutely clear, I don't care what it is, it can be treated without some man-made chemical tablet going in your system.
Right.
But I digress. But we do speak on ADHD and ADD so much in the shortage and of it being affected by the shortage because it's so prevalent.
Right.
It has really become one of those things that it went from being the misdiagnosed and the ignored disorder because it's just, oh, your kid's just wild, or they just misbehave, or they just need to learn to control themselves, to now that we know that it's an actual thing that everyone, honestly, everybody has some type of ADD, ADHD, whether it's 10% or 110%. We all at some point struggle with intensive disorder. That's all it is. You're having an issue
I do.
controlling yourself or being a focus on one thing, good or bad.
Right.
But one thing that really helped me with my ADHD was learning that it really is a bunch of simple things all wrapped up into one rubber band. That makes it complex. So if you break it down and you begin to treat each ailment with a practical solution that helps you in that particular problem, then it makes it easier to control your ADHD or your ADD as a whole. So for instance, I know with me, I really had a hard time with completing tasks at a time. I would start 50,000 things and complete 2 of them. And so one thing I was told was you was always keep your work shoes on. So I have a pair of shoes that I know when I put these shoes on, I'm going to work. I'm about to be walking these hospital floors, about to be sticking people all day. I'm about that business. So when I come home and I know I need to write, if I come home, I know I need to get some lemonade orders done, I'm going to keep these work shoes on because now I know in these shoes, I'm about to be about that business. But let me put my flip-flops on, put my Crocs on. Down goes Frazier. Kenna is done for the day. So I think that played a really good part in time management for me. And then learning that I cannot eat, after a certain time, I cannot eat candy. Just, it's not going to happen. It shouldn't, anything with sugar, after 6 p.m., your girl ain't going to sleep till 3 a.m. It's just not going to happen. So it's learning practical things to help you control your bigger ailment. That works whether it's ADHD, hypertension, diabetes, whatever. If you can figure out a practical step for the small things, you can really control the bigger picture.
Right. And that's what we're here to do today, is to talk about some of those things that we can do, or we can or that we could find in natural substances to counteract and not actually do the pharmaceutical thing all the time. It's okay if you want to do that, and if you have the money to do that. And then we're going now with the Adderall shortage or the drug shortage. We're going into supply and demand. So I think everything is gonna go up because y'all are demanding it, and y'all trying to, so.
And let's talk about the fact that this shortage is really in certain communities. If we could be really honest. So really, this shortage is creating at the same time more crime on both ends. Right. You have people who may have a plethora of it. If I have multiple kids taking Adderall and one of them may not really need theirs, I might sell theirs or whatever the case may be. So now you have people selling the medication that's really needed, and now you have people who's out there robbing people who need it because they legit need their medicine. So it really is a touchy situation, because the shortage is affecting our economy as well as affecting our mental, because people are still being untreated. Because it ain't like, honestly, a child is not going to really know to count to 10 to help me control my anxiety, or to tap my leg 3 times to help me control when I get fidgety. So that child's going to be misunderstood and lost in the system. So it really brings a whole nother deficit, a whole nother problem in this community that's already plagued by these quote-unquote shortages.
Right. And like I said, I don't associate with people that use Adderall. I do not have ADHD, or it's not diagnosed if I do have it, but I don't even associate with anything that like if I look it up, I don't associate with the things that's in there. So I don't.
You don't
think
relate to the symptoms?
Yeah, I don't relate to the symptoms. So I don't think I would have ADHD, but there might be some down in the long run. But I do suffer with anxiety, and there's different things that I do to help with that. Actually, CBD or THC I cannot do, because I am a truck driver. Everybody who knows, actually I'm not a truck driver, I'm a bus driver. But anybody who have a CDL, they know that they do checks, pop-up checks. And we are not drug tests, so we are not about to do that. I'm not about to lose my job because I would not be able to cope. But me knowing my body, I understand that if I did self-medicate with medicine, prescription medicine, I would probably be taking over-the-counter drugs like crazy, because I understand that Tylenol and oxycodone and those pain medicines, it actually kind of slows, like I can feel it when it kicks in, and I can feel my body just kind of go like that, and I'll be like, okay, I'm okay. But I do not self-medicate like that. I do understand other things that make me do that. So that give me that dopamine to do that for myself. So I do a lot of yoga. Sometimes I would just run around the block, because afterwards I would get that heavy type of thing. Anything in my yoga that makes me fold over and go on. That fold over, like if I like cat dog and I crouch over, or like me being in the baby pose, anything that makes me kind of go like this. Sleeping with a weighted blanket also does.
That's my thing.
And actually physical touch. Actually, like if I hug somebody, or if I, even holding somebody's hand or something, it gives me that same, like euphoric feeling.
Yeah, I think anxiety is another big one to talk on. That's very popular among people. And sure, I think COVID, brought a lot of things, but I think COVID really brought to a lot of people the reality of anxiety. I know we always throw that like, oh, you make my anxiety bad or this and that, but I think people really now understand anxiety and the realness of it. And because it looks different for everybody, and it has different triggers and different results for everyone. So one person might pull out their hair for anxiety, while another person is just pacing back and forth. It just looks totally different for each individual. So it's kind of hard to sit there and say that this pill will be the fixer-upper. So I'm glad that you spoke on different alternatives to combating anxiety, because it may take more than one technique to actually combat anxiety, to even combat any of your issues that you may be struggling with, that you might have medicine to deal with, because it's a complex situation compounded by a lot of individual simple things. So I think it's really good that you brought up the idea of yoga. Yoga is really good because it offers you ability to get outside your head. For anyone who is an overthinker, someone who is always like a boss, got to always have the next move into play, I suggest yoga because it makes you to get out your head. You're putting your thoughts on pause just to breathe. So I think that's what really is a great thing about yoga, forgetting the stretch and the flexibility, but the ability to be still is really good for anybody who struggles with overthinking. I know Courtney talked about the dopamine effect of just that everything is slowing down. I shared with her in the car that you get that same effect for being in water pressure. So if you're in a jetted tub, if you're in like one of the wave pools, something that's going to combat your body against the water. That's really good for that same immediate slow down effect. Anything that will allow you to sink into it, whether it's one of those water beds, if it's a nice teddy bear, human or stuffed.
Right.
Whatever you sink into, allow yourself to sink into it. And just that's really great for also just calming the moment. It's called grounding, but finding that moment that you just find your stillness. And it looks different in every situation. Yeah. One moment it might be that you need to just go for a walk. Sometimes you might just need to stay in the grass. Sometimes I just need to touch cold things. Yes. If I get really mad and my anxiety is going up, give me something cold to hold to bring me down. It's something different for every situation. Yes. But there are alternatives out there that's not going to be in a tablet. So do not panic because your medicine is not available. I work in a clinic that we hear people call and say, I'm out of medication. I need it right now. And I understand the frustration, but I always tell them, take a breath. Yeah. Take a breath, because before there was medicine, anxiety was still here and they were handling it. So don't panic. We can do this. Just take a breath. There is a solution to every major problem. We just have to take the time to figure it out.
Right. We want to hear from you, 757-964-9367. We want to know about your stresses and how do you handle them. Do you have ADHD? What you think about the Adderall or drug shortage? And also, we have these 2 treats that we are giving away. Please, if you do call for these, I'm going to be asking, are you 21 and older?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. I'm glad she owned it, because I would have just been giving it to the babies.
No, and we're not promoting drug use.
No.
For
this is
anybody.
all recreational.
Yeah, this is
fun.
all recreational fun, but they can help with your stress and your stressors, daily stressors.
Hey, we have a caller.
So you push the button and then
because I always hang up on people. Yeah, so if this is you, I hang up on. Oh.
Okay, you hung up yourself. You hung up by yourself. You didn't call.
Oh yeah, you just let it hang up. You let it ring sometimes.
Take it off.
Because I am known for hanging up on people. Yeah. Sometimes I meant it, and sometimes I didn't. That was last week. I had that bully come out every now and then. But Al, I love that. Al says for his overthinking, he sometimes go for a ride. I'm going to tell you something. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to go for a drive because I hate driving, but I'm going to go for a ride. I'm going to get somebody to take me somewhere. Like, I'm going to go for a ride. And I agree, especially if a sunset is there and we can set the atmosphere right. But if we can just take a nice ride and let that music play, you are absolutely right, Al. There is power in the ride.
Yes,
you are so true.
Yes. And I am a driver, so I love to drive. And if I could just keep on going, that'd be cool.
She said, just keep on driving. Don't even bust that you. We just keep it moving.
Driving.
Listen.
Let's see where it
Take
ended.
me away. It's been
Yeah. Where did
Let's
this
go.
road end?
Candace, Candace is another good one. She says, I breathe. I'm gonna tell you something.
Yes, the power of breathing.
When I first got into, because
It's
your girl
yours.
was a hothead, so with the whole breathing technique, it was not gonna work for your girl. I breathed after I did what I was gonna do. But now, that breathing has saved a couple people. There is something in the power of a deep breath. And you are absolutely correct.
Yes,
because
that.
even when I get overwhelmed with emotion, good or bad, sometimes just to breathe in the deepest breath you can and to let it out, there is truly power in that. So you are absolutely correct, Candace. If you can get yourself to that place of calm to breathe, please breathe. And then take a drive or ride.
Yeah. Do it all.
All the above while setting the atmosphere.
Do it all, please. If that is what you need, get what you need. We want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, I want to give away my goodies.
And we want to give away these goodies.
Because I'm sipping.
That's going to be 757-964-9367. And plus, caller number 3 and caller number 4 will get
4.
these. Boom, boom, boom,
Those are my
boom.
favorite numbers, y'all. That's why.
3 and 4. So I'm going to ask Lady K some questions about her.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, she wasn't ready. I done probably just went on her. About her business, because this is your business. This is what you do. Why did you start?
Okay. This part of my business is really only a small portion. Kim's Corner Designs began when I really decided I was going to combat my personal battle with mental illness, then with my anxiety and just depression. And one thing I realized was I isolate. I ain't gonna lie to you, I cut everybody off quick. When I'm going through something, Kim goes mute. You won't get a chance to talk about Kim. She is in hiding. And one thing that came to me was find your peace. And I did. I found my peace in my goodies and setting my cloud. And then I found a part of my piece. Pause. We have a caller. Let's see if I can answer correctly.
Let me take it off. Yeah.
Hello, caller number 1.
Oh, it's not calling. It's 2.
Caller number 1. What? Am I not doing this right?
You got it's they on one too.
Hello, caller number 1.
Yes, not.
No, I'm not doing this right. Cause why is it still lit up?
Cause that was
Hello?
always lit up.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, disregard.
All right, we got to do that again.
Okay, can you do it? Maybe you should. So, do I hit the button?
Yeah, hit the button, take it off.
Help.
Caller number 1.
Caller number 1, are you there?
If you're listening to us, can you turn down your device? What you're listening on? Okay. First of all, if you're calling in and you are calling in, your device that you're calling on or that you're calling
cut
by,
your live off.
Cut your live off
Or
and
cut it
turn your thing down. Turn your volume down.
And y'all bear with me because apparently I don't know how to answer the phone.
It's okay. But you said you started to...
When it was find your peace. And I was like so overwhelmed, like, 'cause that's really broad. Like, what do you mean find your peace? And one of the things that first came to me was writing, y'all. I have journaled for as long as I can remember. I mean, I love to write.
That's another one.
It flows out of me. So one part of it was I write. And a lot of it is blogging for right now, but it's books that I'm working on to get out there too. So that was one part, me just always putting those positive inspirations out there, those motivational little snippets for people to read. And then my other part came to relaxation and aromatherapy. So I got into skincare products that was designed to literally bring healing, refreshing, and restoring to our bodies. So I work a lot with Melaleuca oils and your lavenders and a lot of the tea tree oils and citrus because it just opens up your mind and stimulates and relax at the same time. So that's how we have Sweetest Touch from Kim's Corner Designs. Then you have our knockout products, which is going to relax you. And that goes from CBD, THC, and also I do have alcohol products as well that I make. Ethanol you don't want to drink. But I do have these products that I make, and all 3 of them come together. And that's why I said, pause. I'm going to let Courtney answer it.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
Hello,
Yay!
Hey, where you from?
I'm from Newport News, VA.
Hey, and who is calling?
Brittany.
Oh, Britt.
Hey, Britt.
My girl. Hey,
Hey, boo, what you gotta say?
What you gotta say? We got it.
Hear y'all breaking up.
Because what, I know y'all got like 8,500 people in the house.
I said, tell us what you thinking. What's going on? What's your thoughts?
Hold on.
Mm-mm.
What? How she gonna call and then don't be ready?
What you say?
What are your thoughts on what we're talking about?
Oh, I love what y'all talk about. It's natural remedies, natural everything.
So, do you have any other thoughts about the Adderall shortage or ADD, or what do you do to relax?
What are your practical steps?
Well, my steps is to relax. I pray. I try to get away from anything that would trigger any type of anxiety or anything like that. Just
Ooh, that's a good one.
try
I
to
love that.
be in a peaceful mind frame. And you said, what my thoughts about ADD?
With a shortage on a medication.
Drug shortage.
Oh, yeah, they doing that on purpose.
Told you. Told you. Thank you.
They doing that on purpose.
Absolutely.
Doing that on purpose because why it's so many signs, there's so many doctors, there's so many everything, and it's a shortage so fast. No.
Exactly. Preach.
All right.
Thank you for calling.
From Newport News, Virginia, Miss Brittany.
You're welcome. What caller was I?
One.
Oh, dang.
Try again.
All right.
But you know what? I like how Brittany brought that up because I don't want to diminish that either. She brought that she prays
Yes.
as a part of her relaxation and part of
Yes.
her regrouping. And there is nothing wrong with using your spirituality to be your grounding. A
Right.
lot of people turn to prayer, and it does not matter if what school of thought that you are representing. If there is a school of thought, whether it's meditating, whether it's praying, whether it's chanting, I encourage you to take whatever steps you need to that's going to get you to a place of your peace, your truth, and your grounding. And do not be afraid to realize this is your journey. What your mama did, what your cousin them do, and what they may feel works for them may not work for you. And your first
Right.
step in being okay is being okay with them not being okay. Dead ain't.
That's a lot of okaying.
It's a lot of okaying, but you can do it, okay? No, seriously, you have to be okay with people not being okay with what makes you okay.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you have to be okay. Our joy and our peace is an overflow.
Yeah.
I cannot pour into Courtney and make Courtney laugh and give her the best of me
Okay.
when I'm at home depressed and want to take myself out every 5 minutes. I can only give from my overflow. So I cannot succeed and become what I'm supposed to be if I don't take care of me first.
Right.
And that goes with our children, our husbands, our wives, your whoever, your job. If you are not okay, then nothing is okay. And that has to be your thought
And
in
that's
every
real.
decision you make. Am I okay? And if your answer is ever no, stop.
Yeah, stop and do
Stop
something.
and regroup, because there's a problem. Houston, we have a problem. You need to get one of my books. You need to get one of these teas or get one of the candles. Figure out which one you need to get. But you need to get with Kim's Corner Design because you need something. You need something. You have to find your peace. That is what we're about. Kim's Corner Design is literally peace from my corner to yours. Find your peace so that you can be okay.
So you said you do a whole lot of other stuff. So I heard you have these. You have a book.
Yes, my book should be coming soon in spring. Come on.
Hey.
But it's the Mini Jenny Cookbook, Life Lessons from a Mom's Kitchen. Let's see if we can do this. I got this. Hold on.
All right.
Hello, caller number 2.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
Great.
doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Who are we speaking to?
I'm sorry.
Who am I speaking to?
Oh, this is Lynetta.
Hey, girl.
Lynetta, how you doing? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Hey, Hampton, Virginia. Hey.
What's going on, boo? Tell me your thoughts.
Tell you my thoughts?
Yes.
Whole lot going on over there.
Come on.
I'm really, really heavy on protecting my peace this coming year. I've been through quite a bit of trauma, 2020 up until now, and it's teaching me lessons on how to protect my peace. So
That's big.
I'm definitely looking to do more of that in 2023.
That's dope, sis. That's
All
really
right.
dope. I want to, in protecting your peace, have you identified your triggers? Sis,
Say it again, sorry.
I said in wanting to protect your peace, have you identified your triggers?
How do I identify how I protect my peace?
Have you identified your
Your
triggers?
triggers. Stuff that trigger you.
My triggers?
Yes. Yes.
Basically, what I've come to realize
It's
is
them
that
kids.
Facts, it's my trigger.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I can't. It was breaking up a little bit, so I'm just gonna try to answer you. We have a person flying right now. Please excuse the background. But basically, what I've come to realize is that anything having to do with drama and discord, people sowing discord, people gossiping, coming to me with extra baggage and extra trash, using me as a trash receptacle to dump things.
That's
I'm
icky.
just learning how to shut it down. And
Yes.
because I have a tendency to want to fix things.
Come
The
on.
Fix it. The fix it spirit.
Yeah,
And
I can't
so
carry it.
In this season, I'm just learning to focus more on myself because I've been there for people for so long, and people are used to coming to me for things, but then I end up pouring out so much that I don't have anything left for myself. So I'm just trying to learn how to establish boundaries and just have to, learn what to say no, or learn what to say. You don't have to find somebody else to do it.
Fact. I got my shirt that no, get somebody else to do it. Because you are absolutely correct. I love that. I said the same. I cannot tolerate confusion. Lynetta, call us back. You're call number 2, baby girl.
Call number 2. Thank you.
And, that was really important. I asked that question because a lot of times we say I want to protect my peace or no more drama. But if you don't identify the things that's disturbing your peace, this is winner.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
If she can get it. Oh.
She don't even smoke. She don't need this. Oh.
Thank you for calling. Calling number 3. May I ask who's calling? What? Hey,
Candace is the winner.
Hey,
Candace is the winner. Candace is the winner.
Where you calling from, Candace? Where you calling from, Candace?
I'm calling from Newport News.
Hey, Newport News in the house. Whole lot of Newport News in the house.
Baby girl, do you struggle with anxiety? Do you have practical steps? I know you said you dance. That's one of my big ones. Ooh,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Dance therapy is powerful.
Dance.
But in the chat, you say you use
I need
dance
to move.
therapy. Is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
No, it's really nothing I wanted to add to that. It's just that I haven't done it in so long. So usually is when I go clubbing. When I go clubbing, I stay on the dance floor. And the reason why I stay on the dance floor is because that's a way of me getting whatever it is I done worked out in the week or anything that has stressed me out or any anxiety I have had, it gets out right then and there.
Absolutely. I know Candace for a minute, y'all, so we could share this part. But that's what I said, we always have a dancer's heart. Because anybody tell you in a minute, when I'm at mine, like most either anxiety or stress or whatever the case may be, I don't care what's going on. I'm going to stop and have a dance break. Because I have to get it out. It's just something in that comes in that release. I don't know if it's the music. I know Mikey had put in the chat that he has music. Something about music, the dancing, all that play together. Listen, it just shakes away whatever I was feeling. It is gone in that moment.
Yeah.
But you know what? You have really, really brought me back a long time ago when I used to write. And writing used to be one of my outlets.
Yes.
And I really need to get back to that because
This here.
at this time I don't really go clubbing because I had my clubbing days and
It's
thank
cold.
God for them. But now I've gotten a lot older, so I don't do those things anymore. So I really need to get back into the writing because that outlet right there,
Baby.
it does something.
Yes.
I know. Last week y'all was talking about I think I expressed last week that I got talked about and talking about bullying and stuff like that. And so during that time, that's what I did. Like we had to, when you're in like 6th or 5th grade, they tell you need to write something. But I literally wrote and kept writing
Yeah.
to the point where literally my teacher was like, "Yo, you got a book right here. You got a book, and you need to do this as a book." I never realized it, but that outlet is something because it lets everything out, and you
Exactly.
don't know who you might be reaching at that point.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just never know who you're reaching because so many people go through so many things other than just you.
Big facts.
Big
Candace,
facts.
I just want you to know that you are the lucky winner of our first prize. You have some great gummy nerds here and a lovely knockout lemonade. I hope that you enjoy it, and keep in mind that we make all kind of products that you may need, whether it's skincare, whether it's a word of encouragement, or an edible of any sort of beverage. Please reach out to me, okay?
All right.
That'll work.
Yes, and please give your address and put it in.
Girl, we know her address. Why
Yeah,
are you
we
being
know,
formal?
But I'm just saying.
See you later,
You
Candace.
know, yeah.
Put my email.
No, Candace, don't worry about it. We got you, baby. Lord, Candace, she hung up on you. Uh-oh, calling number 4.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Angel Hour.
Who is-
Caller number 4. May I ask who's calling?
That's my nephew.
nephew.
My nephew, you won. Caller number 4, you've won these lovely prizes. Few. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I did.
All right, you don't want
You
a
won.
prize. You don't want a prize. What do you have? Do you have anything to say about the topic?
The Adderall one, I feel like there isn't really a shortage because there's they even sell it at corner stores now. They have alternative Adderall, and I
wow.
did it today.
Wow.
So it's not really
A shortage.
Even if it is a shortage, and the shortage is real,
It's
you
not
still
real.
have alternatives out there that can help you.
I agree.
What you do with your to kind of get rid of your stress?
Listen to music,
Yes.
think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
play,
And
about it.
yeah, and Michael Schofield, he said he listened to music also.
Mhm.
And music is very powerful. I'll put
telling
on
you.
my little Moonchild. What you like to listen to, Hassan?
If I'm trying to chill, if I'm trying to like rap, I would say music like lofty type music.
What was that?
So that is
No, what is that?
like lofty is like like it's kind of like elevator music. It's
Okay, okay.
All right.
Just
You listen to elevator
like
music.
instrumentals, like chill instrumentals.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
yeah. That's what I used to write with, honestly.
Yeah.
I play that while I'm writing. You know, I just got hip to an artist that I really like. Lundrell. I found him on YouTube. Yeah, my coworker put me onto him. He reminds me of Kendrick Lamar, but he's talking about affirmations.
Oh wow.
So it's really, really dope because it's all about affirmations, whether it's the money one, self-love affirmation, what's about prosperity, but it's on some bomb beats that are actually good for, if I lost the word, not beta sounds, but the sounds are actually going to manifesting sounds.
Oh,
It
like
has
the
all the
five-
drums and the
530s
vibes.
and-
So it's really dope how he plays all that to actually make this urban music, and it's fire. But at the same time, it is affirmation and chakra healing music.
That's
So
what's up.
I'll dig music like that. Again, Hassan, thank you for calling in.
Thank
You
you.
are an awesome winner. That was our prize for the night. Anybody who wants to get any lemonade, I make lemonade. I make CBD. Anything that we have here can be infused with any our flour, whether it's CBD or alternative flour. It can be made available to you. I also make butter, honey, agave, sugar, creams, lemonade, sweet tea, and a lot of different candies.
Actually, I wanted to give a testimonial. Yes, I do not take part in any CBD or THC because of my job, but as everybody knows, well, no, everybody doesn't know, but my mother had passed away from cancer in May. But before she got in hospice, well, when we put her on hospice, she only had lived 2 weeks after that, and then she passed away. But before she had gotten to hospice and before she went to the hospital, she was we would use the CBD tea and the CBD honey, and those were the times when she was not in so much in pain. It really helped her with her pain. And before she stopped walking, she had bone marrow cancer, so it was deteriorating her bones. So before she stopped walking, when she did have the tea and the honey, she was more mobile. She could move her legs in ways that she couldn't when she didn't have it. So I know that that it works, at least for pain, because I seen it myself. She wasn't in pain. She was more happy. I'm not sure if that's the dopamine effect of or feeling high. I don't know. I'm not sure. But she was more happy, and it worked for her. It worked actually better than the pain medicines that the doctors was giving her. So that's a testimonial. But you was talking about your book. Please shout it out.
Oh yeah, the Mini Jenny Cookbook, Life Lessons from Mom's Kitchen. Good comeback. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
But I just speak on the life lessons that I learned from my mom while she was teaching me cooking. So I share the recipes that has changed my life from childhood, but I also share the life lesson that she taught me while she was teaching me how to cook. So that's what that book is about.
Oh,
But
that's gonna be
meanwhile,
nice.
on my page at Kim's Corner Designs on Facebook,
Yes.
I also post weekly blogs. The first one will be dropping tomorrow night, so I hope that you all check it out. If you have already liked my page, please go there, Kim's
Please.
Corner Designs. That is K's, KK, Kim's Corner Designs.
And you can find a link in the description of this podcast.
Yes, please like and share, y'all.
Please like and share. Please blow our page up.
Yes. Blow my page up, not me.
Please, please blow our page up. So that is what we have today. This has been a good show. I loved it.
I just want to say for the record, y'all are a great audience. We have some really, really great people who support us and come back week after week.
Yes.
I want to say big congratulations to Courtney.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got another call.
Come on through for the call to the last. Yes. Nope. You better do this right. Hey, thanks for calling. Who we speaking to?
This is Reed. What's up?
Yes! Hey, Reed.
What's up?
Hey,
What you think?
Come
What
on,
y'all
talk to
talking
me. I
about?
love your thoughts.
Yes, all right. So, me personally, the way that I like to relax and calm down is with a big fat L.
I said it's the atmosphere.
And my jam, and that's how I calm down. That's the best thing to help me calm down.
That's what's
It
up.
relaxes my nerves. I like to smoke me a little THC because it really, before, I think that we should change the narrative on it.
Right.
It really has a lot of healing properties, but it was demonized.
Come
at
on.
the time, but I ain't never heard nobody die from smoking weed. They ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, we already know about that.
That's
You know
what's
what?
I said, we already know that. You're going to get hungry, happy, sleepy.
That's my thing. I like to relax and play some music that feeds my soul. A little
That
India.
music.
I'm stuck in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby. So I play India, Ivory, Jill Scott.
Yes.
That's
she,
it. That's
see,
the
she was
groove.
around us. She was around us.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Right.
Yes. Little
Yes.
floetry on the side.
I'm going.
Yes.
I'm going to Reed's
That's
house.
dope. And I think that is. Thanks for calling, Ree. We about to wrap up this show. I appreciate your thoughts.
You're welcome. Love y'all.
Love you too, boom. I think that is really good that we're able to talk about this so openly.
Right.
Because mental illness for a long time had a negative connotation behind it, and nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to be the one with ADD, or nobody wanted to be one with anxiety, depression. We just wanted to walk around like we was all good.
Right.
So I am so glad that we finally get into a place that we openly talk about things that we face on an everyday basis. Yes. Because when we don't talk about it, you just suffer in silence. There is a solution for everything out there, and a lot of it comes when we network, when we build, and we reach out to healthy and safe outlets.
Yes.
That makes a difference. But before we go, I do want to say a big congratulations to Courtney. I won't say her full name, but I almost did. Y'all almost got me slipping. But y'all, this is her 4th week doing this. This was totally out of her norm. She does not do anything like this. She normally is in the background, hiding behind somebody's DJ set, behind somebody's runway. She is not the forefront. Right. So I want to say big congratulations. You did that, sis. Not only did she did it one time, guess what? We'll be back again. See you next month. 4 more weeks in the game.
Pow, pow.
Y'all better stay loyal, okay?
Power by Virginia, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We will be a family here. Aradasi and Powered by Virginia all the way. Peace out. Bye, y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.
Powered by Virginia. Radio.